Hello, this is Sarah V, and today I am going to try to make a dress all in one day. I think it's around 10 o'clock right now, maybe almost 11. Probably should have started sooner. Decided to hack my hair off with some scissors, and then I had to see if it looked fine curl. But anyway, I want to make a dress to wear when I go see my sister this weekend. And I am going to use New Look 6615 for the top of it, and I think I'm just going to do that basic top, and then I think I'm just going to pleat the fabric into the bodice and call it a day. So hopefully I'll get that done today, because I also kind of want to make a pair of shorts, which will probably make off camera, and the shorts will probably take me a couple hours, which I plan on putting off till tomorrow. But today is Thursday. I'm leaving on Saturday. So the fabric I have is this like lion fabric that I got at Fabricmart last year, I think. It is cotton. I think I have 4 yards of it. That should be more than plenty. So yeah. I guess I gotta actually cut it out and do stuff. I was really surprised with how easy everything went together with this. And I think I might want to make this again. This did end up using less fabric than I thought it would. And I thought about making the extra fabric into a skirt. I think I still have like 1 3/4 yards about. Or I could just save it for later. Because if I ever have kids, I think this pattern would be really cute to make something for them. So yeah. For the front, since the sizes were split up, I had to lay the next size up on top of it to get for the waist size. And then I just kind of blended it so that it would work with the smaller bust size, and it turned out fine. The sewing machine I ended up using in this video was a machine my dad found at a yard sale recently, so I thought I would give it a whirl and see how it sewed, because once you have a new machine, you gotta see what she can do, you know? And I also just didn't feel like moving my other sewing machine off of my sewing machine table, so I just set it up on top of my cutting table and stood the whole time, which was an interesting experience. It wasn't necessarily bad. It was just interesting and minorly inconvenient because I had to cross through the cord every time I wanted to get away from the machine to use the iron or go to the other side of the table. So that was like the most inconvenient part of it, I would say. Scooty boy. So I was gonna use this pair of pockets I had found lying around when I was cleaning, but it seems I've lost them again. But I thought this would be a really good opportunity to use them. They're gone. I don't know what I did with them. They're somewhere. I'll find them again. I'll probably lose them again. I guess that is the life of the wandering pocket. But anyway, I have to find out how many panels I can cut out of the fabric, because I have the bodice cut out. I don't know if I have a zipper that would work with this, so I might have to pick up a zipper tomorrow. But that's minor. But since they'll just be rectangular panels, I can just do a nice little quick stitch across the bottom for the hem. Just turn it once, turn it twice, slap that stitching down and call it a day. But yeah, that's a real disappointment that I couldn't find that. I also have not finished the dresses I started. I was making those wrap dresses, and I put embroidery on the bottom of the one, but it's turned out that each flower is taking about 2 hours each. And I have almost 8 flowers done. So I'm like 25% done, but I probably will still count it with the month is May, with my May yardage count. So there's that, because it's like completely sewn up. It just needs the hem done after I finish the embroidery. And the second one I haven't done, but it only took, the first one only took a couple hours to sew up, so I'm not super concerned with that. It's like 11:18. I think I'm going to make a cup of tea and then figure out the panel situation for the dress. So I was getting ready to cut out pockets, and I keep my pocket pattern in the drawers underneath my table. And they were in the drawer that I kept my pocket pattern in, so that's where I put them. And I decided that I was just going to do these 36 inches long, pleat them. I think I'll probably just throw pleats in there. It's not going to be perfect, as long as it looks acceptable. And since it's like 60 inches wide, I think, or at least 58, I think there's enough volume just to do a front panel and a back panel instead of doing 3 panels, which would make it funky to put pockets in. So I thought it would be best just to do the 2 panels. Right here I have just finished all my darts, and now I am sewing up the side seams and then also sewing the straps. It's currently like 1:05 now. I have the pocket sewn on to the panels. I have the lining and the outside done, but the lining I still need to connect the side seams, but the whole lining just needs ironed. I need to turn out the shoulder seams, not the shoulder seams, the straps, and also, what's that other thing? Oh yeah, fuse the interfacing to the facings. And partway through, I wanted to see if I was doing the right seam allowance for the strap. So I looked in and I found out I was supposed to do a lining too because I didn't read the pattern pieces. So then I had to cut that out. So I think I'm going to eat lunch now and then get back to it. I think that's some pretty good progress for now. It's currently 2:55 and I started working again at like 1:45. I have facing on, the lining in. I've sewn the whole way around the top. Now I have to do the understitching. I clipped it, I trimmed it. So there's that. So next I have the understitching to do and then put the skirt on. But I do need to get a zipper at Joann. I looked through my stash and I do not have a suitable zipper. So I guess I won't get it completely done in one day, but it will be fine. Have the straps in. The back strap, there's a gap left in it, so you can insert it to what size you need. So yeah, it's coming along. It's about 4:17-ish now. And this is nearly done. I think I'm gonna cut off like 6 inches because it did end up a bit long. It's down to my ankles. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I had that length because you can't really add anything else unless you would put a ruffle on it. And I feel like this angling might not be for me, so I might like fix that a little later, probably just by hand. Not redoing that. I'm hoping that this is correct because I tried it on, but this strap seems quite a bit shorter than this one, but that could just be my scoliosis and it's probably fine, but I'll get a better feel for how it's going to fit whenever the zipper's in the back, which I have to pick up from the Joann. And it's also weirdly big in the back, so I'm going to have to take like 2 inches in. But that also means I'm going to have to move my label over because it's right there. And it's fine. That's very minor. But other than that, it's pretty cute. I think I'm happy with it. But yeah. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. I think this dress turned out really cute. Of course, there's room for improvement on it. This isn't quite over at the edge, and I think this is supposed to be a little bit lower. And some of the angles of the straps aren't perfect. And I just need, if I make this again, I need to change the angle a little bit from what the pattern had so that it works better with my shoulders. And this side I got to lay smooth. But this side, even though I did try to take some of this part in, apparently I didn't take enough in, and then I sewed up the inside. Kind of got tired of taking it on and off. I also took in an inch in the center back on each side. But other than that, the fit is pretty good. It's mostly this top part, but it's not so bad. I'm really happy with how the skirt turned out. The pleats aren't particularly even. They're not so bad that it's like, oh, this one's this big, this one's that big. But I'm content with it. And I have pockets. So all good things. And it kind of gives little 1950s sundress, even though it's just some random bodice I took from a new look pattern and then pleated some fabric into a skirt. But I like what it's giving. So I'm very happy with it. And I think I started working on this today. Today's Friday now at about 10 o'clock. And now it's like 12:30. So it's kind of late. But yesterday I worked on it from about 10:30 to 4:20. And today I worked on it, I should clarify, 4:17, 4:20 in the afternoon, evening. And then today I started working on it at like 10 in the evening / night. Now it's midnight. So that would have been possible to do all in one day if it weren't for the need of a zipper. Oh, and then I also cut off the 6 inches at the bottom. I think I talked about doing, I serged along the bottom, and then I realized I really liked that length, so I only turned it up maybe 3/4 of an inch. Serged it, did a stitch across, called it a day. And yeah, I'm all set for today, tomorrow. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you'd like to see more sewing, please subscribe. If you'd like to see what I'm up to date today, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Sarah V Sews Vintage. Thank you again for watching, and see you next time.